Hello, everyone. This is Grace. It is August the 15th, 2019. And I just wanted to do a little bit of a commentary on these four angels here that are loosed under the sixth trumpet. Well, we're not going to start from here, though. We're going to start from Revelation 7:1. And after these things I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their forehead. And I heard the number of them that were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. So we see here the introduction of these four angels that are holding the winds, winds of strife, basically. And they're told to hold it until after the 144,000 are sealed. Then we jump to the fifth trumpet. In the fifth trumpet, it tells you that the 144,000 have been sealed. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their forehead. Okay, so the 144,000 have been sealed in the fifth trumpet. And then on the sixth trumpet, that's when we see the winds of strife being released. And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar which is before God, saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, Loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of men. Now, we're not going to go into the details of this video. This video is just to point out that these winds of strife that are released, these are the horses that were introduced at the beginning of chapter 6. The white horse, false doctrine; the red horse, war, famine, and then pestilence and the beast of the earth. Those are the plagues that are released upon the earth once the 144,000 have been sealed. How do we know this? Well, let's go to Revelation 17. In Revelation 17, we see the woman, which is the church. Remember, at the beginning of Revelation 17, the angel has told John the entire story. John has had the entire end time revelation shown to him, and then you have an angel that comes up to him and that has poured out one of the vials and says, hey, we need to show you what happens to the whore, or the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. And the whore, of course, the woman, of course, being a church, a whore being an apostate church. So Revelation 17:3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. So the woman is the topic here. And it tells you that the 10 horns hate the whore. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For God has put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and have their kingdom, and to give their kingdom unto the beast, until the word of God can be fulfilled. And then we will jump to Revelation 18, and we will show that at that time, the church is going to be destroyed, and the land is going to be made desolate. And we'll go all the way to the end. But before that, of course, the loud cry has to go out. And we jumped over Revelation 7. That's okay. We don't need to go. Revelation 11. We don't need to go there. I'll just tell you that during the sixth trumpet, the 144,000 are called upon to prophesy and give the loud cry that the church has fallen, and to get out of her before the plagues come. So let's take a look at the loud cry real quick. 14:6. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and sea and the fountains of water. And there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she has made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. So it's only the first two. The mark of the beast hasn't come yet. That's for the beast. Right now, we are looking at the church. And I'm just trying to point out to you that under the sixth trumpet is when the church becomes desolate. And the church falls and the land becomes desolate. Okay? So you see the church here, the loud cry goes out. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and it's become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. And then if you jump to the end, you see the desolation. And the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. And the voice of harpers and musicians, and of pipers and of trumpets shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman of whatever craft he be shall be found any more in thee, and the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee, and the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived, and in her was found the blood of prophets and the saints, and of all that were slain upon the earth. So I hope I made that pretty clear, that under the sixth trumpet, we see the four angels are loosed, and during that time also comes the desolation of the church, or because of the four angels and those plagues bring about the desolation of the area, okay? Of the church in the land. Okay, so we know from previous studies that is a 70-year desolation. So let's go to Zechariah. Upon the 24th day of the 11th month, which is the month Sabbat, in the second year of Darius, came the word of the Lord unto Zechariah the son of Berechiah, the son of Iddo, the prophet, saying, I saw by night, and behold, a man riding upon a red horse, and he stood among the myrtle trees that were in the bottom, and behind him were their red horses speckled in white. Then said I, O my Lord, what are these? And the angel that talked with me said unto me, I will shew thee what these be. And the man that stood among the myrtle trees answered and said, These are they whom the Lord has sent to walk to and fro through the earth. And they answered the angel of the Lord that stood among the myrtle trees and said, We have walked to and fro through the earth, and behold, all the earth sitteth still and is at rest. So the land is still desolate. And the angel of the Lord answered and said, O Lord of hosts, how long wilt thou not have mercy on Jerusalem and on the cities of Judah, against which thou hast had indignation? These 70 years. 70 years. This is the end of the 70 years. And the horses are just returning. Now, of course, we know that there's more details to it. For instance, we go to Daniel. We'll go there real quick. We don't really need to, but for the explanation, but we'll just take a look real quick. We know that in Daniel, it gives you kingdoms here that are going to be created and that are going to come up, and some of them fall during that time. All of these come after the winds of strife. Let's read. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heavens drove upon the great sea. So we know that there's more to it, but my point of doing the video wasn't to give the details, but just to identify those winds, those plagues, as being these that are listed at the beginning of chapter 6. So I think that's all I wanted to say in this lesson. here. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Yahweh bless.